Welcome to Kharche Ka Funda with me, Anil Saigal. On this show, we'll talk about the fundamentals of spending wisely. We have with us today Pakhi. Hi, Pakhi.
Hi.
Pakhi, tell us a little about yourself.
I am a writer. I've written few films, I've directed few songs, and now I'm going into making films and directing films.
Great, Pakhi. This show is about money, so let's come straight to the point and talk money. So tell us, what are your views on money? What is your perspective of money and about expenditure?
Wrong person to ask about
Okay.
money because
Why?
my mother and my husband both say I have no concept of money.
Okay.
I have no idea what that means.
So that makes your perspective even more important for us.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, for money, I know money, but I don't understand money. Whenever I have wanted something, I've made money for it, and if I don't have it, I don't buy it. And if I have money and I don't like something, I still don't buy it.
You still don't buy it, but okay. If I say money, what is the first word that comes to your mind?
Now, money for me would mean making my films.
So it's a resource that you can
Absolutely, a
live your life
resource
with.
that I can use for my creative expression. Back like 15 years back, I didn't have money. I still found a way to express. I used to paint, a lot of paint.
Okay.
So now that I want to be a filmmaker, I have access to a lot of money. My canvas has changed. But I don't think money for me comes in the way of anything
Expression.
that I want to do. Even if it is travel, if I want to travel, I'll find a way to travel that doesn't include money. But if I have ample amount of money, I'll travel first class.
Great. So you gave us a great perspective on money for a person who doesn't know any or who claims not to know anything about money. So money for you, from what I understood, is a resource for expressing what you want to do.
Absolutely.
And whatever you have, you will express yourself within that.
Yeah.
You don't need more money to express yourself. Only you can express yourself with a bigger canvas if you have more money.
Let's say I would do more things. I will find more avenues if I have surplus money. I won't acquire things just because I have money. But yeah, it is also freedom to make the kind of things you want to make. Like, say, for example, I know a lot of filmmakers who need to earn their bread and butter. They have their set of ideas, the way they want to live life or they want to go about making their film. Then they have to cater.
Exactly.
So in that sense, it's freedom of expression. You end up making the kind of films or write the kind of films
Depending on your need of...
if you have money. So then you're not dependent. It's not a bondage. It will be very easy for me to say, oh, money is freedom, but that's very simplistic.
Yeah. And about expenditure, what are your views on expenditure?
जितना है उतना खर्चा करो, जितना नहीं है मत
चादर के अंदर पाँव फैलाओ.
Absolutely.
Great. So this is pretty basic what you said, जितने चादर है उतने पाँव फैलाओ. Elaborate a little more, like I'm sure you are not all pious and all very correct. Do you have any extravagant habits or have you done any extravagant thing which you later on thought maybe it was better not to do?
Let me see. I remember buying diesel jeans when I thought it was 4,500, which turned out to be 45,000.
Okay.
That would be one.
But that would be a mistake.
A mistake.
A mistaken expenditure.
Yeah. No, I love to travel. And there are times when I feel if I didn't have the desire to run away constantly, I would be much, much more richer.
Okay.
I blow up on, I've done Europe. I have this whole thing that I want to end up traveling to all the continents.
But does one regret the extravagance one has done, which one has enjoyed?
No, I have repeated locations. I should have not.
Okay. So you don't mind that expenditure which gave you some enhancement or some pleasure. What do you say? Like, did it fulfill your life or did it just give you pleasure? There are two reasons people travel.
Very interesting.
One is to just tick off places and one is to fulfill yourself. Like, I'd like to travel just so that I can fulfill myself or
I'm
find
thinking
myself.
already the right answer is fulfill. I would sound very shallow if I said that I just wanted to tick it off. No, jokes apart, there are times when I have just run away from this city where I could have endured it because I had money.
Yeah.
I could run away. I could have saved that money for a bigger, better vacation. But it's easier for me to go to, say, Goa because I have friends there, or even New York because I have friends there. So the only cost that is ticket. The rest everything is taken
so you're
care
a
of.
sensible traveler too.
So I think think every traveler is sensible.
Yeah, you need to be, otherwise you cannot make too many travels.
Exactly. So I could have not gone to those places, saved up, and gone and see the Northern Lights. I still haven't because I was extravagant and I needed to run away.
Great. So you'll start saving up now maybe for that after this
Absolutely.
little chat. Because this is something you're like discovering on your own. I'm not helping you any.
I'll tell you what actually changed my mind. I think why I don't understand money is because I was never given pocket money when I was younger.
You needed and you took. Whatever you needed.
Whatever I needed, I had to ask my parents, right?
And
I
you
was
would
never
get it.
given a lump sum. And if they thought it was necessary, they would give it to me. If they thought it wasn't, they wouldn't. But even before going to her, my mother, I would think 10 times because I didn't want my mom to think I was a spendthrift. Obviously, you want to be your
Okay.
mother's apple,
Yeah,
apple of
yeah.
eye.
That भाई कोई ऐसी चीज नहीं मांग ली जो नहीं मांगनी
No,
चाहिए.
exactly. So I think that really played a role of in me not being a spendthrift.
And not really practical sense about money उस तरह
Yeah.
नहीं है दुनियादारी वाला तरीका.
वो भी नहीं. See, the flip side is I'm not a spendthrift. Only I started shopping a lot after I met my husband. He started buying me things. Until then, I don't even remember owning brands.
And you've lived a great life without owning brands. I think that is something
Very
we all
happily,
need to know
yes,
very
yes,
desperately.
Yeah. No, at least the things that you
Somewhere.
can do, which are not illegal, you should do.
Yeah, illegal, immoral, or fattening. That's a great saying also. But like talking about everyone, I would say once you can afford it, okay, it's great to
Yeah.
go out and splurge. And we met a gentleman a couple of days ago, and he was very clear about it that 10% of your income you're allowed to splurge on luxuries and
Nice,
stuff,
very nice.
but nothing more than that. So whether you earn $100 or whether you earn 1 crore,
The
10% is your
set.
limit.
Hey, that's really
great
nice.
idea.
Yeah,
Yeah,
great
great
idea.
idea. So let's keep that in mind too. Yeah.
Totally. Yeah. Hey, that's something I learned new.
I prefer to go by 2-3%, not more than that.
That's stingy.
Yeah, I am stingy. Okay, Pakhi, it was great talking to you. I think we had some good, fun moments with you. And
Thank
thanks
you.
a lot for coming and talking to me.
Thank you for having me.
See you again. And before we leave, fund of the day. For creative people, money will just determine the size of your canvas. It will neither enhance nor limit your creativity.